Okay, now let's check a few things here. Make sure I still have it. Whoa, that's a lot of negative editorial since the game's release. Let's see here. Wait. What? Avoid all Sonic games at all costs? What does this have to do with my reputation? The top 10 worst video game franchises of all time? And I'm number 1? Sonic is the worst example of the lazy animal with attitude cliché? Sonic the Hedgehog doesn't belong in video game history! Oh man, this can't get any worse. I mean, I gotta stop. I just gotta leave this place. I mean, what could be worse than a bunch of amateur journalists bashing my reputation? Tim Yerling, the world's most respected video game critic, who has always praised me even right after my other blunders came out. What does he have to say about Sonic is the worst video game franchise and he needs to die, plain and simple? And that page got a 100% audience approval rating out of 500,000 ratings? Father God, there is so much negativity. Have an angel descend down to bring down a happy mood, to fill the atmosphere, the air with joy and peace that is around the subject, and where they live and where they work. Father God, we ask your angels to work toward reversing everything demonic in their life, to reverse all dark clouds over them in our name.
Who sent for me? Oh, Zack, it's you. You sent for me to fix a negative life?
Most certainly. It's about Sonic the Hedgehog.
Sonic the Hedgehog? Boy, that hero of 1,000 worlds, always optimistic about his life and job. What could possibly get him so depressed?
It's a long story, but the bottom line is that if I don't have you do something, Sonic will seriously consider killing himself.
That sounds like a serious crisis. I would have branded anybody else saying something like this a liar, but you are always honest with me, Zack. However, you will have to explain to me how we got down that road before I can do anything.
Okay. It all started back when Sonic celebrated his 25th birthday back on June 23rd earlier this year.
He'll be here any second.
Hey guys, what's going on? You having a party or something?
Surprise!
Aw, you guys.
It's kinda impossible to surprise you.
Yeah, I kinda got used to that.
Happy birthday, Sonic. I hope you like what we're doing here.
Of course I do. I love it! May I have your attention, everyone? My name is Sam, a representative of Sega, and I would like to make an announcement to all of you characters of this beloved franchise. Yeah? What is it? For Sonic's 25th birthday, we are now releasing a new Sonic title.
Yeah, just like every 5-year milestone!
But this is different. Unlike other Sonic games under this kind of celebration, the first trailer we have released got unanimous praise and unbelievably positive reactions. This game is called Sonic 3 and Knuckles 3D Remake.
You mean a 3D version of our third title?
Pretty much so.
When will it be out, Mr. Sam?
On November 18th of this year.
So, we only have 5 months to wait until this great title comes out! And while we're waiting, why don't we have a little...
Never in 1,000 years!
Ugh, someone hold her back.
Hey! Put me down, you creep! I didn't get my moment with Sonic!
Well, I'm looking forward to this new game of ours. I hope it breathes new life into that old classic.
Yeah, we are working very hard to get this game completed and released in time for the holiday season this year. Well, see you shortly before release. See ya!
Bye, Mr. Sam!
Yes, as great as that sounded, suspicion from Sonic's friends started brewing very quickly.
Oh my! I think I remember when a game like this from here was announced one year and released in Christmas of that year. And that ended up being one of the worst games of all time. I don't want them to make the same mistake 3 times. Wait a minute. What's this? Sonic Team is completely confident that they will complete the game in time? Oh, that's a good sign.
Yes, that's how it's done, Sal.
Sonic, I'm getting concerned. What if they don't complete the game in time?
Don't be so slowly pessimistic here, Sal. They'll complete the game as quickly as I am.
Don't be so overly obsessed with your speed, Sonic. Sometimes it can even put your life in danger, just like this game would if it was released incomplete.
His friends couldn't be any more right. Because of the ever-growing practice of video game publishers working their developers to death, and even in harsh working conditions, Sonic Team quickly lost their confidence that they would complete the game in time. Sega should have realized that working their developers to death in harsh working conditions is really equivalent to shooting themselves in the foot. Sonic 3 and Knuckles 3D Remake was released in stores in a very obvious pre-alpha state. This time, we're going to do something different by reviewing a PS4 game called Sonic 3 and Knuckles 3D Remake. I usually don't do games like this, but this is a huge request. I've been told countless times that it's one of the worst, if not the worst game ever made. This game just came out and already everyone is saying mean things about the entire franchise just because of how bad they make this particular game out to be. Right now, I'm reading an anonymous list of the top 10 worst video games of all time. Number 10 is Sonic 3 and Knuckles 3D Remake? How's this only number 10? At least the above games have rules, objectives, a purpose. This game is what the 0.0001 alpha of a game should be. That is nothing whatsoever. How did this unstable mess of a game come into existence? It isn't even a game. The only interactivity is exploring a vast empty field below what the stage is supposed to be. Big Rigs is more finished than this shit. I don't even know what the characters are saying in the cutscenes because the dialogue keeps cutting away most of the time. You just clip right through the slopes and walls, and unless you're Tails, you can't reach the checkpoint either because it's at such a high altitude. I'm not trying to find glitches, it just so happens the whole game is a glitch. What happened to the music here? I could only hear a small blip of music in the first stage before sound effects cancel it out, and even then sound effects aren't even existent half the time. Got lost somehow despite looking up for things you can't reach? Well, then there's a dimension of nothingness if you go slightly off course. That's all of these robot enemies standing still. They never move. I'm literally flying circles around them. You know, I kind of forgot they were supposed to be threatening and wanting to kill you. Have you ever heard of a video game where you can't die to an enemy? How did the programmers forget to make the enemies attack you? The textures and modeling of the stage are constantly glitching up, so much so that it actually becomes very scary looking. These are the scariest looking glitches I have ever seen in a video game. Want to restart levels over and over again? You better, because the checkpoints don't even do anything half the time. There's no checkpoint. Theoretically not. Because of this below the ground glitch, the checkpoint is way higher than you. You can't reach up to it unless you use Tails. But even then, half the time, the checkpoints don't even work at all. You have to reset the level in order for them to hopefully work. Even if you do manage to complete the stage by pure luck, you get booted right into Hydro City Zone with no prior boss battle, no Act 2, no Eggman battle whatsoever. Throw in extremely non-varied stages, constant crashing, enemies with AI that does nothing, and glitches galore, and you get the worst game of all time. All of the stages look the same except for different glitchy textures. There's no variety in these stages whatsoever. Just do the same tedious thing 12 more times and you just beat the #1 worst video game of all time. At least Bubsy 3D, Superman 64, E.T., Shaq Fu, and even Sonic 06 and Sonic Boom Rise of Lyric, you could win and lose. There was challenge, rules, objectives. I repeat the question, how is this only at 10th place? This is not even close to a finished game. If you can call it a game, it's the worst game ever made. In fact, it's so bad that I'm personally boycotting Sonic the Hedgehog entirely. It's now the worst video game franchise ever made. I will be selling off all of my physical Sonic games and permanently deleting my digital Sonic games from my Steam history. Any franchise with a game this bad is most definitely the worst franchise of all time. And the Sonic the Hedgehog franchise is the worst video game franchise ever made. If you still like this franchise, kill yourself. You are a cancer that must be removed from this universe. Sonic the Hedgehog doesn't belong in any video game Hall of Fame. He needs to be transferred to every video game Hall of Shame ever made. Plain and simple. It's launch day for the 3D remake. Let's get to a copy of the game and...
Sonic! I've never seen a crowd this angry at you before.
I know, but just why? Why would my audience suddenly turn against me?
My only guess is something to do with the new game, but you go up to your room and tell everyone to calm down.
Now would everyone please stop? They can't stand to even look at me now!
I'll handle this. Why are you doing this to Sonic?
He's the worst video game character of all time!
Why? Is it something to do with the new 3D remake game?
It's the worst video game ever made!
Why's that? We haven't even played it yet.
Just die!
Sonic, try to figure out what's going on here.
At that point, he ran all the way back to his regular house and looked up all of this negative information about him. Everyone suddenly called his franchise the #1 worst video game franchise of all time because of how unfinished the game was. And that was how Sonic ended up wanting to kill himself.
Well, Zack, it sounds like you know what to do. Go down there and save this hero of the world yourself.
Ah!
Hey, get off me! What do you think you're doing? I'm saving your life. You still have it. My life can't be saved. You'll see why you're lying about that. Hey, why can't I move my legs? Just to keep you from running all the way back outside to try and kill yourself again. You're really fast, you know. It doesn't matter. Literally nobody likes me anymore. I know that. I know everything about that. How? How do you know all that? Who are you anyway? I'm Zack, one of the angels here to correct any wrongs of the world. There are no wrongs with me. I am a wrong and I deserve to die! No, not quite. I'm actually here to make your life better. Well, if that's the case, then why don't you just finish that broken mess of a game yourself? I am not a programmer, Sonic! Then why are you doing this to me? You said you correct wrongs! Not every wrong. I only correct wrongs related to people's lives and making them better so other mere citizens don't have to. Yeah, even if they did have to, they still couldn't for me. Well, my main point I would like to come across is that if it hadn't been for you, literally everybody would be having infinitely better lives. I've ruined them all. Now please go away while my paralysis goes away so that I would get back out there and end my worthless life once and for all. Can't do that, Sonic. You have so much to live for. Too many of your past games have made you a permanently positive icon. Think of all the negative icons that didn't make it, like Bubsy. Well, I'm even worse than that Bobcat. This broken game alone has propelled me into permanent negativity. So no matter what I tell you, you still think that everyone would be happier if you just killed yourself. Yes. Or better yet, if I was never even born in the first place. What? I said I wish I had never been born! Whoa, you didn't need to scream like that, Sonic, but come to think of it, this might be a much easier job for me because of what you just said. What? Okay, all I have to do is change history so that you were never born. Hey, why did that spotlight look like it came from a badnik? And why do I have the feeling that Eggman's watching me? The effects of you never being born. Hey, are you pulling tricks on me? Not quite. I just disrupted the space-time continuum, creating this alteration of you never being born, resulting in this alternate reality. A good alternate reality. Well, you'll just have to find out for yourself. Come on, let's go. Hey, my paralysis suddenly faded away. Hey, I've never seen this many badniks on my whole planet at all, let alone this city. No, Sonic, it'll show a video about what this world has become. Welcome to Eggman World, home of the Eggman Ride. Eggman World? Yeah, your world has now become a dystopia run by your arch-nemesis Dr. Eggman. This is not Eggman World, okay? I will just handle this by myself.
Did we just hear you criticizing the Eggman Ride?
No, we are just, watching the welcome video and having a good time learning about your wonderful ride. No! This is not Eggman World! I thought I could do this!
Nobody can resist the power of the Eggman Ride. Both of you will be sent to a re-education camp and go through indoctrination to learn the values of the regime.
I can get you and myself out of here.
Hey, where did they go?
You see, Sonic, without you, Eggman and his badniks will have taken over the world. And even if you did exist and arrive here right now, you would be absolutely no match for any of his badniks because there would just be too many of them. Oh, that's just ridiculous. I could take out all of them easily. You're just undermining my speed and power. In fact, why should I even trust you? I just hate you! So easy, and yet so hard. But I don't want to be a robot. I just want to be organic.
Then you know why, young cat, will you do the honors?
Glad.
Knuckles, get out of there! You get out, you unknown thing! Amy? I always knew I never liked Amy chasing me around, but this is even worse!
There you are.
I never even knew that I would be completely no match against Eggman's forces! Silver, how did you get here?
I broke the law. Who are you?
You know who I am. I'm Sonic the Hedgehog.
I never heard of you and my wife, but you already sound like a complete lawbreaker.
Rouge?
Hey, sweetie, what is it with you and knowing everyone's names? Are you a magician or something?
No, but I need somebody to just explain to me what's going on here.
citizens of Eggman World. Tonight, we have 4 lawbreakers to robotize. As always, we're having you attend those public robotization to remind you of what is expected and illegal to do here in Eggman World. Our first lawbreaker is Jeffrey Higglesworth. He was accused of drinking alcohol to celebrate getting a big paycheck. Our second lawbreaker is Roosh the Bat, who was accused of creating a sex tape. Our third lawbreaker is this unidentified blue hedgehog for talking bad thing about Eggman World, despite being new here. And our last lawbreaker is Silver the Hedgehog. He is accused of using unusual flying powers to try and escape our glorious planet. Now, my robotization team, let the robotizing commence!
Espio? Vector? Charming, get me out of this tyranny!
Shut up, you pesky hedgehog! Hey, where did he go?
That hedgehog must be really cunning! Quick, my egg fighters! Find him!
Hey, what did you just do, you jerk? I thought I was gonna become a robot after failing to escape Eggman's unstoppable army. That is actually the typical punishment for doing minor things deemed illegal in Eggman's restrictive world. If it doesn't work, punishment would either be death or this. This stinkfest? No, worse. You and your entire family would be forced to stay in a concentration camp for life, even if only one member of the family did the illegal thing.
Hey, would you keep it down? We're trying to sleep.
Cream? What crimes have you or your mother committed?
I don't know. We were just told to come over here without any explanation whatsoever.
Eggman World officials never tell you. They actually accused your mother of even planning to escape Eggman World.
Why me, though? I have nothing to do with any of this at all.
They just want to eliminate your entire family. Cream, where's Sally?
Which Sally are you talking about, Mr. Hedgehog?
Sally Acorn, you know, my girlfriend.
How could that Sally Acorn be your girlfriend if I don't even know you? She got killed by fire yesterday for trying to escape. Now would you please go back to sleep?
Sonic, we can't stay here forever. I'm gonna take you to the most isolated part of this privacy-destroying world. Well, this is the first time in this weird world that I feel any sort of privacy, but I still feel remotely watched. That sounds like Tails. I'm going to ask him what's going on. Yeah, well, good luck with that, Sonic. Tails? Tails, are you alright?
I'm not supposed to talk to strangers.
Come on, Tails, you know it's me, remember?
I don't.
Tails, you must have had some sort of amnesia. Don't you remember that I'm Sonic? Sonic the Hedgehog?
I never heard of you at all. You must be crazy.
No, Tails, look, I know this planet may be going through hell right now, but trust me, I will help you get rid of Eggman's tyranny once and for all.
Well, if you really will help me, then why don't you just get one of these things off of me?
Tails, stop! I just want to help you!
Get away from me, you psychopath!
Zach, I don't want to live in this world anymore, but I still remember the reason why I want to die. Everyone is hating on me and my franchise. Oh, okay, well, I think I know what would have happened if Sega never created you in the first place. Show me! The time is April 1990. Sega is just about to unveil its mascot character before you became so in the real world. Now, we know that Alex Kidd was a failure as a mascot. So we had our research and development team, AM8, to develop a new mascot, and I believe we found the perfect one. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the new Sega Mascot. What? That looks a lot like Eggman. Well, I don't care if you're all laughing. Our R&D couldn't think of anything else. Yep, it was so ridiculous that it wasn't only the conference attendees that were laughing. Customers were too. Almost literally nobody bought this mascot's games. As a result, because of his ridiculousness, nobody took console gaming seriously anymore, especially their mascots. Those previously successful mascots were now hated, and the industry was now stereotyped as only for kitties. It was this stereotyping that would already lead the industry to its second, and this time eternal crash, that would continue to this very day. Oh please, Zach, no. Hear me, I'm not the failure that I thought I was. Why would the simple alteration lead to the end of a potential market in this world and the end of good in mine? I will get back to my world and keep everything in line. I will live my life as I always had before. I will not shut out the lessons you have taught me. Tell me you are going to give me my life back. Oh, Zach, please speak to me.
Hey, Sonic. Sonic, are you alright? Sonic, are you okay?
Don't you dare roboticize me, you Eggman minion!
Sonic, what's wrong with you? I would never roboticize you, and I would rather kill that dickface.
You know me?
Of course. I've been looking all over for you. I've heard you've become very depressed after the negative reception of the game, and it looks like you've become unusually happy. I thought you were depressed a minute ago.
Who cares about that? I'm back!
What the hell is wrong with them right now?
Ah! Whoa, I can't believe it. This other game has already redeemed the entire franchise!
That scared me to death.
Sal!
Sonic, why are you acting like this if everybody's hating you?
I am worth living, Sal!
Why does this house look like a mess?
Tails!
Too tight, Sonic.
But I'm so excited, Tails! I am worth living!
Yeah, but did you cause this kind of mess to your house?
No, Tails. This house has been destroyed by an angry mob. Apparently everybody's hating on Sonic and all of us now.
Then why are you excited, Sonic?
I am worth living, Tails. I have saved the video game console industry just for existing.
Are you okay, Sonic?
Okay? I'm even more way past cool than ever before now!
You are in need some support, Sonic.
Silver!
Why are you suddenly acting like this, Sonic?
Why do we even need to worry?
Hold it, everyone! Now, before everyone gets too excited, we have to clean up this house. It's been destroyed by an angry, hating mob.
Why? What happened?
Sonic is trying to brainwash you into thinking everything's okay. It's not. Everyone is hating us now.
Wait a minute, guys. I have an announcement for you guys. I have noticed Sonic becoming very excited, and I think I know why. I will read the announcement to you right now. After the former founders of the video game developers BioWare, the company responsible for Sonic Chronicles: The Dark Brotherhood, left the company after EA's notorious practices became too much for them to bear, they founded a new company called BioSoft. They developed a game outside of Sega's control called Sonic Adventure 3. immediately after they released it, a few hours after the release of that other notorious Sonic game, everybody is reversing their stances on the entire franchise. The game has been hailed as the #1 best video game of all time. It has already won tens of Best Game Awards and has been nominated for Game of the Year by the official Video Game Awards. Many analysts think without question that it will win Game of the Year.
I guess I better have you buy it for me right now, Sonic.
Wait a moment! Wait! Guys, I just quit my job at Sega, and I have something to tell you because of you all being hated because of that unfinished game.
Yeah, what is it? I need to know.
I remember when Sonic Team said they were confident that they would complete the game in time. I was part of that team before quitting the job shortly before the game came out.
Then what happened? What caused you to lose your confidence and motivation?
Now, Zack the Angel just told me that Sega was responsible for working us to death on this game. I tried asking why, and I eventually got the answer that a certain individual was responsible for this awful practice. Haruki Satomi! It was him! Then we gotta stop him from ruining my reputation even more!
Now hold it right there, my friend. I didn't do anything wrong.
You crossed the line, Haruki-san! You destroyed my reputation because of this game! Wait just a minute, I'll let them complete the game. I don't want the game finished, I want a piece of you, Haruki-san! How dare you think that money is the answer to everything! How dare you think that Christmas is the only release date for video games! You are nothing but a greedy little bastard! Why, you're nothing but a Scrooge! You're even worse than a Scrooge! Hang on a second, I can explain all this. Why don't you just explain this? Tails, Sal, grab him! I'm not through with you, Satomi!